Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee from Skill Builder, and I'm out back in the extension doing some insulation work. I've got to get this done because the building inspector needs to inspect it before we can carry on with the plasterboarding. So it's an important job I'm doing now. The requirement from the building regulation is that we use a fireproof and also a soundproof or sound resistant insulation between this kitchen and the bedroom above for various reasons. Obviously we'd want to cut down on the sound, but also the fire aspect is very important. So you can't just go using loft insulation. If you think you could just go and get a few rolls of loft insulation, push that up. I've seen this in the past where builders have had to take the whole lot out and put the product in that is made for the job. Now this is Rockwool. It is a sound insulation and it's also a fireproofing. So you put that in between the floors, and not only does it cut down on the sound, because of the way it's made, the fibres are kind of knitted together in such a way that it makes the sound difficult to pass through, whereas with loft insulation it's a looser thermal insulation and the sound can pass through. So the fact that this is deadened to the sound is brilliant. It will cut the sound down by a significant amount, but also from the point of view of fire, totally non-combustible. So if a fire does start in here, we've got the fire resistant plasterboard, we've got the fire resistant Rockwool, and we've also got the chipboard. So hopefully that gives us a good fire rating. I use it in loft conversions all the time, and the building inspector will come in. I always leave a couple of packs lying around, or the packaging lying around, so the building inspector can come in straight away, see what product you've used, and they will sign it off. You'll have no trouble. So I'm going to stop talking and get on with the job. Obviously very important is that you wear the right PPE, because the fibres, even though the fibres are a lot better than they used to be, you still don't want to get them in your eyes and so on. So good pair of goggles, because we're going to be using it overhead. We don't want any fibres in our eyes. A disposable mask, because I chuck that away afterwards. A pair of gloves, and you can see I've got a boiler suit on to cover me up so that I'm not getting anything in the way of fibres on my arm. So after all that, I go home, I take a good cold shower, because a cold shower closes the pores on your skin and it washes the fibres away, whereas if you take a hot shower, it opens the pores up. So it's a little tip from me: just go in there, toughen up, take that cold shower, and then the fibres will be gone. It's a job that not many of us like doing, but once you get used to it, once you know how to work with this stuff, it's fine. Okay, so that's the fire and sound insulation completed in this ceiling. As soon as the building inspector comes, I'm going to be boarding that over. Just one very important point that you must take care of: above this is underfloor heating. So that underfloor heating is sending heat upwards but also downwards towards the insulation. So the last thing you want to be doing is trapping cables on the warm side of that insulation, if you like, between the insulation and the underfloor heating, because the cables will cook and the rating on the cables will be reduced dramatically. So we try to keep all the cables as well ventilated as possible. I mean, quite honestly, there's always the odd place where it's got to tuck under the insulation for one reason or another, but if you just try and get the insulation over the top of the cables in that situation, then it pays dividends. I'm Roger Bisbee. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to come back soon, because we've got lots more coming up on Skill Builder. This extension, we're moving along with it, and also we've got a few other projects on the go now. So keep up to date. We've got lots there, and if you're not a subscriber, if you'd like to become a subscriber, we'd welcome you with open arms. And then you can press the little bell at the top, and that gives you an automatic update on any new videos that we have coming up on Skill Builder. I hope you will see us again soon.